Hello everybody, greetings and salutations, Noob Dad here with another Real Talk. This time it is on a subject which men often overlook, which is what to put in your ladies' hospital bag. We all know the essentials that you're supposed to put in for your ladies, so toiletries, change clothes, clothes for the baby of course, because you don't want them coming home naked or in a potato sack. That would just be cruel. Anyway, so we know we've got lots of articles, you even get it in your bounty pack as well, suggested things to put in your hospital bag. But what about things you may have overlooked? What about alternative things that you may have not have thought of? Well, I'm here today to kind of bring to you things that I think are useful for men to put in for the ladies, and stuff that might make the ladies feel a bit more comfortable. I took pretty much every man and his dog, kitchen sink and whatever. I'm doing this video so you don't have to, and I'm not going to make any crazy kind of claims on any of these. I'm only going to tell you what evidence we've gone through as a couple, me and Hannah, my wife, as some of you know. Some of it is anecdotal evidence, some of it is rooted in fact, but as I go through, things will become a bit more clear. So, some of the things that you might not have thought of taking, stuff like isotonic drinks. There has been evidence that some ladies in labour do feel sick quite a lot, so they can't really eat, and they need the energy. It's labour for a reason, and I'm glad as a bloke that I don't have to do it, because I would probably struggle, to be honest. But for ladies that can't generally keep down food because they feel sick, sometimes having an isotonic drink such as Lucozade, Gatorade, that kind of sports drink type thing will get them the carbs that they need to sustain that energy to be able to get through the labour. If they don't want to drink anything like that, or they think it's just the notion of drinking it is just completely gross, they could have something like glucose energy tablets or dextrose tablets. There's many brands. I only know of Dextro Energy and Lucozade Energy because I had them as a kid. God knows why, but I did. They were awesome. Anyway, another thing as well that you can take for you is other quick food for you. So if you can manage to eat something, both of you, I know you'll be preoccupied, but if you can manage to kind of snack in between contractions, if you're not hitting the birthing, surges if you are, doesn't matter, nobody gets a medal for doing it either way. Then yeah, quick bites to eat, such as I'm not going to say sandwich, because if you're in a very long labour you'll probably forget about the sandwich and it will be icky because it'll be warm. So things like crisps, Jaffa cakes, things that are quick, even things like jerky are okay. Something that's going to be alright for a little while you're going through this experience, the both of you. My personal one that I took was pot noodle, even though I never got it, but that's a different story for another time. But yeah, bits and pieces of food are okay to take as well. Next bit, music. Music, if you think about it, we use music in every facet of our lives, whether it be while cleaning up, just relaxing, getting ready for an event, whether it be happy or sad, driving to work, commuting to work, being at work. Music is everywhere, and I'm sure you'll all agree that music does evoke certain emotions and feelings and moods. So what can be quite relaxing for the both of you, not just one of you, but for the both of you, and help everybody kind of bring it down, because labour can be an intense experience for everybody, obviously more so for the ladies, is music. So whatever floats your boat. It doesn't have to be Handel or Mozart or Beethoven, it doesn't have to be classical. It can be anything you want, really, something that just relaxes you, and also as well something might be that you might like the baby to come out to, because if you think about it, that's going to be the first thing they pretty much hear when they actually come out, is probably the music about, and that's if you've still got any going off at the time. Yeah, so another thing as well, these next things that I'm going to mention are all about making the lady feel a bit more comfortable, because they can get very uncomfortable during labour. There's muscle cramps and things like that, so I'll just list them very quickly, because some of them don't need an explanation at all. So, stuff like, I know it sounds infantile, but stuffed animal or some sort of teddy bear that might invoke nice memories for the lady, or even a pillow from home that has a familiar home scent to it. And speaking of scents, another thing that you could use, which there's a lot of anecdotal evidence to support this, is clary sage essential oils. You can get them from a lot of health food stores and aromatherapy stores. It doesn't cost very much either. The clary sage is quite strong, and apparently it helps the passage of labour. So if you find that your labour's kind of slowed down to a halt and come to a grinding halt, using the clary sage can actually bump it back up again. It certainly did for us. It worked for us. Like I said, not rooted in science, but there's a lot of anecdotal evidence out there to support that. Another thing you can take is a cooling spray, because ladies, obviously you're going to get very hot. I mean, you're going to get hot, you're going to get sweaty, and that cooling spray might help you just to relax a bit more and make it a bit more bearable for you. So a good cooling spray could work wonders. You can get them from a pound shop, very, very easy. Just spray on your face, spray whatever, and that's cool too. Another thing as well, there's going to be a lot of breathing on your part as well, so a lip balm is pretty much essential, otherwise you're going to get cracked lips, and the last thing you need is bleeding lips when you're bleeding, well, when you're going through this time that you're going through at the moment, because you don't need that on top of anything as well. So a good lip balm, just to like kind of moisten your lips and keep your lips moist and help you feel a bit more comfortable, might be a good idea at that time. So yeah, lip balm, that's a good thing to have too. Finally, one of the things that I found was good for Hannah as well, because Hannah was labouring a lot in her lower back and a lot in her thighs as well, and I mean, some people might want to just use oil, some people might want to just use moisturised cream, and that's fine, but maybe consider giving your other half a massage while they're between contractions or between surges, whatever. The thing that we used, and I know not everybody's going to have access to this, but it's by a company called Lush. They make handmade cosmetics, and they're really, really good for a lot of things. One of the things that me and Hannah like to use is massage bars. They're very, very good, got oils that are good for skin condition and everything like that, but there's also a lot of essential oils in there that have different effects. So if you think of like when you sprain a muscle, or when a muscle's tired, you kind of go and soak in your bath of Radox, it's like the 90s again, or Radiant B, but yeah, you kind of have that warm sensation to kind of let your muscles stretch and relax, or you have like a cool compress that you like to put on your muscles as well. That's another thing as well. Now, this massage bar is called Wiki Magic Muscles, and it does come from Lush. Very, very good massage bar. Make sure you get a tin for it as well, because it'll be nice for you to use it again, because you're not just going to be stressed at one point in your life. You can be stressed and get a massage at any point, and the tin's really good for keeping the massage bars fresh. And what this does is it kind of combines two main essential oils. You've got your peppermint, which is very cooling and very mentally, and you've also got your cinnamon, which is very warming. Put them together, you get something like Icy Hot. Now, if you don't know what Icy Hot is, our transatlantic cousins will know what that is. It's kind of a heat rub that goes very cold first, and then it warms up. That's what the Wiki Muscles does. Now, it does also contain shea butter as well, and cocoa butter, which is very good for skin conditioning. Now, if you're a bit put off by the fact that it's got cinnamon and peppermint in, because those are two very strong kind of fragrances, don't be put off at all. It's a very subtle smell, it's a very nice smell, and it works really well. And you've also got little aduki beans as well that are implanted into it, squished into it, and when you rub those along the skin, oh my word, it is awesome. Hannah uses it on my back when I get tense shoulders, and it's brilliant. It's like 1,000 little fingers kind of kneading all at once, or like when a cat kind of goes like that. I know it sounds I'm just babbling on now, but honestly it is really, really good stuff, and I can't recommend it enough. And yeah, it's really good because it's going to give your lady a nice dewy glow on the skin as well, because of the skin conditioners, and it's going to get deep into the muscles to help them relax and kind of massage out all the little knots that they may have as well. So yeah, and one final thing to take is some change. Why change? Because you need change for the car park, silly goose. So, or if you need change for a vending machine or whatever. A lot of people overlook it. The reason why I say overlook it in silly goose is because it's not a reflection on you like that, it's a reflection on myself, because I forgot the change and I had to go back home for it once Caitlin was here, and she was alright, and I had to come back for some stuff as well. So question of the day for you guys is comments below. What do you feel I've missed off? What would you take that I've not actually mentioned on here? Or do you think I've got good suggestions, or do you think they're bad suggestions for whatever reason? Yeah, let's get this discussion going. Let's throw things about, and let's make the labour as comfortable as possible for our ladies in our lives, because at the end of the day we owe them a great debt of thanks. They carry our offspring for us for 10 months, for 40 weeks, so it's about time. I mean, at the most difficult part of their life, if we guys and even girls can help our partners to feel just a bit more comfortable during that intense situation, then why not help them? And as ever, I've been Noob Dad, and I shall see you in the next Real Talk. Bye bye for now. Hi everybody, Noob Dad here again. Just forgot to tell you, if you are interested in getting any of these items that I mentioned before, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a list of stockists down in the comments below. Just feel free to click whatever, and I hope you all have a happy birthing experience. Take care and bye for now. So, anyway, so I was at a bit of a loss. Like I said in the last video, we blokes, we like to be in control, we like to be able to fix things, we don't want our significant others to suffer. So when Hannah was being sick all the time, uncontrollably so, she couldn't keep anything down, any food, no water, no fluids, no nothing. She was hospitalised a total of 4 times during the pregnancy and had numerous litres